Hi, guys. Welcome to this special live broadcast of Chakra Sessions with Polly Jo LeBay. I'm your host, Polly Jo LeBay, here as part of Star Nation's live stream, and we're broadcasting live through Facebook Land and YouTube. So, welcome, everyone. It's been a while. I took a little hiatus to get myself established in my new home, in my new location, and to ring in the new year. It felt really important to reconnect with all of you, the Star Nations community, as part of the Winter Solstice. And it's a wonderful night because we will be doing our own little connection here for the Winter Solstice. And then I'm going to hand it over, and Julie Hedges will be coming also live an hour from now at 8 o'clock Eastern Time with a live celebration as well. So, stay tuned to Star Nations this evening and really take the opportunity to ring in the new year as it's coming in. So I see a whole bunch of people are here. Some names I'm familiar with. So hi, everyone. I'm glad to see you. It's so nice to be back in the saddle, as it were. So welcome. Today, maybe you've been feeling the energy. It's been quite a doozy, and it will be all the way through the first. So hold on to your saddles there, and know that today is the longest night. We have so much darkness. This is a time for us to delve into what kind of things are lurking about in our energy system that maybe we're ready to let go of. Maybe some habits that we've had. And part of this stems to that time of New Year's resolutions. We choose that time to make new wishes and new ideas and bring new energy in. But lots of times they don't last for us because we don't put the intention and the attention that we need to really manifest and really create what we're looking for. And to make room for those wonderful things to come in, we have to be willing to let something go. So whether it's a bad habit, maybe it's some extra junk in your closet, or maybe a toxic relationship that just hasn't been working. I encourage you to write down somewhere what you want to let go of. And later tonight, when you have the opportunity, you can burn it or you can let it go. It depends on what feels best to you. But you want to be willing to even release that piece of paper and hand it over to your divine connection, whatever that may be, because we all connect to the divine in our own unique way. So I see a whole bunch of people here. So let's see. I see Ellen and Julie Shumway Hill and Violet, April and Taylor. Andrew, glad to see you. Oh, yeah, share these, Rob. And I want to say a big shout out to Rob because he is my co-pilot tonight. I haven't done this in a while, so he's helping me get back in the swing of things. And Dinah and Kate. Oh, you guys can see my Winnie the Pooh. Yes. This was a year for me to bring in my inner child, to recognize that. And Pooh is actually part of my animal totem, for those of you guys who don't know that. Pooh is actually located kind of near my second chakra. Thank you, April. Yeah, I'm having fun with all the fun colors here. And I'm going back to a little bit of COVID hair because in this neck of the woods, it's hard to get back into the hairdresser again. And hi, Rochelle and Anne. Oh my goodness, I haven't seen you guys in so long. And Rachel, hey. Of course, Rob's bringing me greetings from YouTube. So I'm glad to see you guys are out in YouTube land as well. And Facebook. And hi, everyone. So I'm so excited. Oh, it's just so nice to see such a beautiful gathering tonight. So, as part, Rob prefers lovely and capable assistant. Yes, he's a lot more like Vanna, except, with computers. So, thanks for that. And Brenda, oh my goodness. Hi, everyone. So yes, I'm just so excited. I can't get over who all is here. This is great. Thank you, Lindsay. I'm glad to be here too. So, tonight is an extra special night. As I said before, the winter solstice is here. It's the darkest night. And part of the energy is to be willing to release whatever darkness we may have been holding on to. Maybe a little shadowy part of ourselves. Hi, Cindy Lynn. And oh, Minnie, yes. Thank you. I'm glad you got here through YouTube. So missed you guys too. In this energy tonight, it's like, what's still hiding out? What's that shadow that might be hiding in there? And we all have it. The minute you say you don't have shadow, you've got work to do. And maybe the shadowy part is that, you're using some coping mechanisms during this pandemic that maybe haven't been serving you as well, but you just couldn't worry about it. And maybe as we go into bring the light back, encourage the light to fill us in all our dark places, to fill humanity in all of their dark places as well. 2020 has been a year for us to really see what's lurking in the shadows and bring it out into the light. And some of it's been nice and others maybe not so nice. And that's okay. We needed to see all of that energy and all of that humanity, because otherwise there's no way for us to heal it. So thank you for being willing to come here tonight and gather together for this beautiful evening. And we're going to call in. Yes, Ocelot is definitely howling at the moon right now. Ocelot's my cat. And, as part of this transition of moving, we moved from Massachusetts to Maine. And as part of that, he's getting used to the new environment, and he's not exactly happy when Dad's not around. And so he's been crying for a little bit. You may hear him crying in the background, but he's okay. He's just, missing his dad. So that's where he is. So in the winter solstice, you gather together and you invite the light to come back in, for the light to return to illuminate all the places that have felt dark, sad, and gloomy, and bring some joy and some passion and really compassion back into yourself and the world around us. And we're all feeling that need today, and we've been feeling it for a while now. And as part of that, yes, sweetie, if you can hear him, he's crying over here. But as part of that, we have to be willing to make some changes. And what are you willing to change to bring more joy into your life? And you don't have to answer it now, but it has a lot of power if you set an intention to change one thing that just isn't working for you. Sometimes it's how you're saving money or paying your bills, or maybe it's about how you're managing your food and your diet or your exercise. Maybe it's about really prioritizing self-care or family time, because maybe those things haven't been on the top of your list and now you're realizing you need that. So when we decide to create some change, we let go of what really isn't working and we bring in something better. And that's what we're here for. And as part of that, we're also having this wonderful event where, two of the biggest planets for in our area, Saturn and Jupiter, are coming together. And astrologically speaking, they're conjunct. But from the layman's terms, they're so close together from our viewpoint that they look like one big star. And some people call that the Christmas star or the Star of Bethlehem. But whatever you call it, there's a lot of magic when that energy comes together. And the way my team explains it is that you've got all of this powerful feminine energy, divine feminine energy coming in with Saturn. And you have all this beautiful divine masculine energy coming together in Jupiter. And together they're joining, they're merging as one. And as they come in, they birth new energy and new possibilities. And so on this day, with the Star of Bethlehem shining for us, we are also able to birth a new version of ourselves. So this is, who do you want to be, or who would you like to be? And you can set the intention that that is who is waking up, who's being birthed, who's going to walk forward from this moment on. That's a lot of energy and a lot of power. So we're going to tap into that. And so we're going to do a meditation, because that's my thing, right? And we're going to connect to all of that energy. We're going to call it in. We're going to welcome it home. And then you can move forward with it however you need to in this upcoming year. So let's get started. So I welcome you to uncross your legs and your arms. If you can, you might want to put your feet flat on the floor, because this will be quite a bit of energy flow. Okay. And let's close our eyes and take a couple of really deep breaths. So breathe in and breathe out. And with each breath out, just imagine letting some stress, worry, anxiety, tension leave your body. And I just want to invite the divine energy to create a sacred space for all of us to share this experience, this energy together, for the good of all and harm to none, including ourselves. And I invite you to ask your spiritual team to create a bubble of protection around you, so that your energy can feel safe and secure, calm, grounded, and connected. And we're going to connect to our heart and just feel the energy gathered together there. And whether you connect with your physical heart, your heart chakra, or your high heart, just welcome in the peace and serenity of unconditional love that resides there when we have no blocks, no interference. And we're going to ask our heart to help us ground and center in our energy this evening. So we're going to ask our heart to first ground our solar plexus, that chakra right below our rib cage. Grounding the energy, the stress, the anxiety or fear that may have us a little wobbly. Restoring balance and connection. And then inviting the energy to move and ground our second chakra right below our belly button. Balancing our emotions, our relationships, our creativity, and our flow. Feeling the water energy calm and steady. And just inviting it to anchor through our hips, opening the passageway to our root chakra beneath our tailbone. And as the energy begins to connect with the root chakra, inviting all insecurity to calm and steady, allowing us to feel safe in our space and in our body, reconnecting with our personal temple, creating a brand new foundation for us to move forward with, and allowing the energy to move down each of our legs so that as we travel our soul's journey, we can feel connected in our physical and our spiritual self, united as one, and allowing the energy to begin to connect to the energy of the earth, Grandmother Earth, and the divine feminine deep beneath the surface, and allowing our heart to connect with the heart of the mother herself. Feel grounded in her love, her support, her safety and security. And making space to receive all of the energy that she wishes to send to you and through you, to move back up through your body and gather once more in your heart. And letting that heart radiate outward. And then gently asking your heart to reconnect to the divine above. And begin grounding our throat chakra with our heart. grounding our sense of self, our self-expression, making room for the authentic truth to be spoken, heard, and received. And making space for every expression to be loved and acknowledged in its own unique way. And welcoming the energy into our third eye to ground our intuition, ground our perception, ground our swirling thoughts, ideas, and beliefs. And opening and expanding our spiritual gifts to their true potential. And connecting the energy up to the divine through our crown and beyond. Releasing any doubt, loneliness, or isolation that we've been experiencing. Reminding us of the unity that comes through the connection. And sending the energy all the way up to the original point of creation, the center of the universe, that spot where our soul was first created. And allowing that divine energy to flow to us and through us, merging within our heart, to also radiate outward in every direction, dimension, vibration, and frequency that we are able to. And welcoming in the energy of the winter solstice. As that energy rains down above us, you may experience an icy blue or silver or white light as it comes to connect to you. And welcoming in the energy of the new year, releasing the old and inviting the awakening of the new. Feeling that energy as it radiates out. And for those who do hands-on healing, allowing space for that energy to move through your hands, to awaken a layer of healing that you may not have experienced or remembered in a while. And then also calling in the magic connected to the conjunction of Saturn and Jupiter, the star of Bethlehem, allowing it to shine to us and through us, reminding us of the balance of the divine masculine and the divine feminine, and the amazing miracles that can be birthed in this energy. Welcoming that to us and to all of humanity. And gently releasing any energy that we might need to release to make room for the possibilities of miracles for ourselves. And we call to each of the directions: the east, the south, the west, the north, Grandfather Sky and Grandmother Earth, to gather once more with us, centering our soul's compass, aligning to our true north, making space for our soul to realign with our mission, our purpose, our joy, magic, and wonder. And taking a moment to send healing out to our entire planet, our entire Earth home, quieting the fear, the anger, the resentment, and the judgment. Making room for love and peace and light to return once more fully and more completely. And sending healing to the trees, the water, and all of the creatures who share this home with us. Welcoming in this time of Aquarius, where we gently move into a place of unity, love, and connection. And just take a moment of gratitude with your spiritual team for gathering you here, reconnecting with you in a deeper and fuller way, bringing our Star Nations community together. To awaken the light in the midst of the dark. And as this meditation begins to dissolve, remember the intention of letting go what no longer serves you, what no longer works in your life, releasing it into the dark, and allowing to grow in the light the possibilities, the love, the joy, and the relationships that you would like to see and be part of in this new age, in this new time. And take a deep breath in and blow out. And with each breath that you blow out, just become a little more aware of your physical body. Feel your muscles, your bones, your clothes, your connection. Allow yourself to stretch and yawn, whatever else you might need to do to bring yourself back to the present moment. Maybe rub your hands together, take a sip of water or something, and just kind of get yourself back in the moment. So hi guys, welcome back. You can see my animal totem, Winnie the Pooh, over my shoulder, and actually over my shoulder this way as well. This year has been a year of listening to what my inner child has been holding on to. And as part of that, helping her release anything that wasn't hers. You know, if she was carrying stuff from the grown-ups around her, that she could let that go. Giving her a safe space to play and feel comfortable. And I've noticed a lot of people needing to take care of their inner child, listen to what they've been saying, bring in some more play, you know. There's times I think that's what the snow is for, right? So that's good. And Minnie says, thanks, Polly Joe. So much fun to be connected with everyone again. Yes, it is. It's a joyful place to be when we gather together. And community can be anywhere now with all this technology. It doesn't have to be in a physical building anymore. And I think that's a lesson we all started to learn this year, that you could still gather even if we couldn't physically be together. And maybe that was fun, maybe it was not so fun. But it's definitely been a learning process for a lot of us. And it's nice to be together again. And you know, today, really take the time to think about what could go. What could you let go of? And I'm a big one for, you know, writing down what I want to let go of on one piece of paper, writing down what I want to bring in on another piece of paper, And I burn the first piece of paper and let that go. And I say a prayer of some sort. And lots of times I just ask my spiritual team and the divine to please take those concerns and worries away for me so that I can make space for some new wonderful things to come in. And then don't be shy about asking what you want to come in the new year. Because you never know. It could happen. I definitely did a lot of that this year. And it shows up when you're willing to ask. And I'm seeing Lisa Crawford saying, thank you. My irritability has melted away. Sure have missed everyone. Yes, missed you too. And thank you, Susan. I think it was exactly what I needed to. So thank you for being there for me so I could receive this healing as well. That's one of nice. Hi, Kimberly. I'm glad you made it. That's one of the nice things is that usually when one of us needs it, there's a bunch of us who need it. And when we're willing to say yes for ourselves, we make space to say yes for people who maybe didn't even know to speak up for themselves. And so it was really clear from my spiritual team that, this has been a tough year for a lot of people, and it's time for us to remember how to come back together, even if we're apart. How do we come together? And this is one of the ways, right, that we can just gather in, and we can create a sacred space. And that's what we needed to do today. So I'm very thankful. And on that, I want to remind people that Julie Hedges will be also broadcasting in just a little bit at the top of the hour. And she will be sharing the thank you from the Unity Spiritual Center in Evansville. They will be broadcasting live from the Unity Church, their solstice celebration. So maybe that's just a way for you to keep the energy going. Stay connected by connecting with Julie and what's coming forth today. So as you go into this new year, remember that, family is who you connect to. It doesn't have to be who's your blood relative. This can be family, right? This is our community. This is how we can gather together. And I will be back on New Year's Eve on the 31st at 7:00 again to welcome in the new year. And I invite you to join me for that. Because again, it's another night with a lot of energy and a lot of possibilities. And, I think it's time that we start creating some miracles. We learned how to create a lot of chaos. And now maybe it's time to clean up our mess. So that's part of my job. And I'm so thankful and grateful to the Chakra Sessions family for really holding space for me while I transitioned. I moved my home twice during this pandemic and moved my business and moved my school online. And doing all of those things along with helping my poor kitties as they made the transition. It took up a lot of space. And I thank you for allowing me that time to take care of me so that I could get to a place where I could come back and help take care of you. So with that, you guys, I invite you to join Julie Hedges in just a little bit at the top of the hour. And I'll see you on the 31st. Again at 7 p.m. for Chakra Sessions with Polly Jo LeBay. Mwah. Have a great night, guys. See you later.